अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. During calamities, when a person is blinded by ignorance and fear, it is the Guru who is curing the blindness by putting the ointment of spirituality and knowledge. Therefore, I bow to my Guru, Nikam Guruji, guiding us with the rays of light of spiritual knowledge. About Guruji, I have been a yoga teacher since 3 decades, teaching mainly the therapeutic aspects of Hatha Yoga. At our yoga center, Sri Ambika Yog Kutir, we follow the teachings of our Guru, Hatha Yogi Nikam Guruji. He was an enlightened yogi and mystic who always cared for the upliftment of the society. Instead of using his yogic prowesses for himself and meditating in any solitude of Himalayan caves, he spent his entire life for humanity. He cured people not by using his magical yogic power, but he taught them yoga. He never charged any fees and cured their ailments for the future life. His teachings are invaluable today, especially in this era of Corona pandemic. Today, I want to teach his tried and tested methods for one is prevention of Corona attack by developing robust health and immunity. That is also during the attack and post-Corona attack. Let's discuss about what course we are teaching at our yoga center. In our yoga center, there is a comprehensive course comprising of Shatkarmas, the 6 cleansing processes, then Yogasana, that is yogic postures, Om meditation, and Pranayamas, that is breathing processes. The course is effective when practiced regularly. Due to time and space constraint, only going to show highlights related to coronavirus pandemic, not details of the course. June 21 is the International Day of Yoga. Now, it's an established fact that yoga is much effective, very much effective to develop the immunity against diseases. See the 5 things achieved by yoga to develop a strong body and robust health. When during our course we are following everything, we can see one, yogic practices develop immunity. They increase the lung capacity. Cleansing processes, like I told you, they avoid the virus attack through the nasal passage, eyes, mouth and ears. And the Om meditation keeps the mind stable, calm and stress-free. Now in this era, if you have to wear the mask for the whole day, naturally there will be lack of oxygen and excess of CO2, and to compensate for this lack of oxygen, breathing processes and pranayama are very effective. Let's take one example of a car. It's like overhauling of the car. Before we take the car out of the garage in the morning, we check oil, water, the tire condition, and whether the spare tire, stepney, donut is in good condition, and then we mainly check the fuel, gas for the car. If everything is okay, we take the car out of the garage and take it for the long run very confidently. Similarly, our body needs overhauling in the morning, and that is done by yoga. Most of the time, our joints are stiff in the morning. For that, yoga suggests to do the anti-rheumatic asanas. They are for the joints of hands, fingers, shoulder, legs and neck joints. When all the joints are active, then we think about the fuel. The fuel for the body is oxygen, which is obtained by the most essential yogic kriyas of yoga, that is Kapalbhati, Ujjayi, Bhastrika, which are pranic energy providers to the body. By these exercises, when we do this yogic exercises, the energy is spread throughout the body. It is reached up to all the muscles, tissues, cells and vital organs of the body. So now we can start to work very confidently. If you do yoga in the morning, body overhauling is done properly, and then whole day we can work. And therefore, this morning session of yoga is very important. Now, let's see what should be our yoga routine. We shall start with the cleansing processes. What are the cleansing processes? There are three humors in the body: Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Vata is wind, Pitta is bile and Kapha is flame. In yoga and Ayurveda, they are called three doshas. The balanced proportion of these three facilitates body functions. But if there is an excess of one and shortage of another elements develop. To remove this imbalance in doshas, we need to do the cleansing processes. These cleansing processes are important from the COVID-19 pandemic point of view. Yoga says we have 9 openings to the body. There are 9 doors of the body. Out of these 9 doors, 7 are on the face. Those 7 are 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 1 mouth. These are the main openings through which coronavirus enters inside the body. Initially, it infects nasal passage or eyes or throat region. If these cleansing processes are done daily or regularly, it protects the body by washing away that infection at early stage. And that's why cleansing processes are to be done daily. Like first cleansing process we will discuss is Netra Snan, eye wash. Nikam Guruji has developed a special and simple method to wash the eyes. That procedure is, you have to stand in front of the water tap and fill the mouth with tap water. Holding that in mouth, splash the water on open eyes. After 10 splashes, release the water from the mouth into basin. Again, take the fresh water. When we take the fresh water in the mouth, start flashing the water on the open eyes again. You should repeat this procedure 3 times. There are certain contraindications whatever yoga practices I'm going to tell you. So for netra snan, those persons who have been eye operated for the cataract or any other reason should avoid this netra snan. But one can resume it after 1 year of the successful cataract operation. I'm not talking about other eye operations. There are many benefits of this. It's very soothing to the eyes. Main thing, it controls the corona infection before it crosses the eye level, removes the strain due to excessive work. If you are working for longer time on computer or watching the TV or watching the cell phone screen, it is very soothing. It also controls the corona infection in the eyes. It improves the eyesight. It can be done 3 times a day. Very good before going to sleep. It gives you sound sleep. At least this process you can start right from today. It's very simple and easy to do. Jalaneti. It's nasal wash. Nasal cleansing with water. There is caution. If you want to do this kriya of Jalaneti, nasal wash, you should have the knowledge of Kapalbhati. That is mandatory. In the process, you will need this type or similar neti pot and lukewarm water with a pinch of salt added to it. Stand squarely, legs apart, body weight evenly distributed between the 2 feet and lean forward. Tilt the head on right side and place the neti pot nozzle in the left nostril or vice versa, whichever is comfortable. Open the mouth slightly and breathe through the mouth. Keep the whole body relaxed and let the water pass through another nostril. After neti, you have to perform 50 strokes of Kapalbhati, bending down so that water in the sinuses or nasal passage is removed. It removes the traces of water also remaining inside the nasal passage. Caution is there. Person with ear infection or hole in the eardrum should not do neti. There are many benefits. It washes out the traces of coronavirus infection from the base of the nose and stop the virus from entering the lungs. This is very important. It does not allow the corona infection to develop in the nasal passage, so naturally it is removed at the very beginning. It's very effective cure for sinusitis or insensitivity to the smell or pollen allergy. Kapalbhati, it's bellows breathing. It removes the flame from the sinus and lungs. It should be performed empty stomach or maybe after 4 hours gap after a meal. In the Kapalbhati process, exhalation, rechak is forceful and inhalation is normal. It's a wonderful yogic breathing or pranayama. One can do it in any condition. Only important instruction is that the speed and force of exhalation should be as per your strength and capacity. For a normal person, it should be like Iron Smith's bellows, like. But for a weak person, it should be very gentle, like. So it depends upon the speed of exhalation. Please note that exhalations is pushing the diaphragm up. Benefits, there are many benefits, but then we will discuss only from the corona infection point of view. For a corona infected person, even a post-corona patient, it's a boon. It increases the lung capacity, elasticity, and opens and cleanses the alveoli and air passages of the lungs. Great practice for healing the damage caused by corona. Now we will talk about Ujjayi breathing. Ujjayi is the breathing with friction which produces heat in the body. There are 4 types of Ujjayi. First is Pratham Ujjayi, second is Madhya Ujjayi, third is Urdhva Ujjayi and Bhasrika Ujjayi. The procedure is sit in Padmasana or any erect comfortable position. Recha, Pura, Recha, Pura, Recha. Observe the closure of glottis both while inhaling and exhaling. Recha, Pura, Recha, Pura, Recha, Pura, Recha. This is done by tightening the throat region slightly. Inhale slowly and deeply through both the nostrils with the generation of hissing sound. It's breathing with friction. This friction produces the heat in the lungs and the sinus area. There are certain contraindications. The heart patient should do it under the supervision of an expert yoga teacher. I'm not saying that heart patient should not do it. It does wonders for the heart patient because it's called the cardiac breathing and it is very good, but their condition, looking at their condition, a yoga teacher can only guide them properly. Therefore, this caution has to be taken. Will you see the benefits? It removes the phlegm and mucus from the lungs and alveoli, greatly enhances the lung capacity. Especially, the Bhastrika is excellent for corona prevention. There are various types of Bhastrika. Just turn on the left side. You should always start with the left side. Exhale, inhale, start Bhastrika. Stop. Inhale. Just go at the back, more at the back. Come on the front. Slowly exhaling. Come on the front. Slowly exhaling. Take 1 or 2 normal breaths and now turn towards the right. Now turn towards the right. Exhale. Inhale. Start Bhastrika. Very good. Stop. Inhale. Go at the back. While exhaling, come on the front. While exhaling, come on the front. Do the normal breathing now. Shvana Bhastrika, that is dog posture. The way dog is doing breathing. Then there is Simha Kriya, lion posture, and Matsya Bhastrika, deep breathing, fish posture, side Bhastrika. Excellent remedy for asthma and now corona patients. Its speciality is only one lung is operated at a time So it treats one lung at a time, and therefore it's more effective when one lung is open and other is compressed. So it is very effective. Initially, before 30 years, we used to teach this Bhastrika only for the asthma patients. But now, with so much pollution, it has become necessary for a normal person also to do these Bhastrikas at home. If you do it in proper condition, under proper guidance, a person can start a day with free lungs, passages, and lot of oxygen. I want to discuss one case study here. In the year 1998, I came across a case of consolidation of lungs, which was cured by yogic kriyas. Consolidation of lungs is observed, and that's why I want to discuss this corona pandemic. It's relevant, therefore I am discussing it now. I was given a batch of ladies with heart ailments. Nikam Guruji had developed a special yoga program for the heart patient. It consists of the modifications of the regular yogic practices, but they were modified by Guruji. The most important point was a yoga instructor like us used to guide the sadhakas personally, very carefully, under supervision. In the same heart batch, Guruji asked me to add one lady around the age of 50 years. The woman had consolidated lungs, and almost 30% of her lung was to be operated and removed. The surgeons of the topmost municipal hospital of Mumbai were going to operate and remove that part. Just to take a last chance to avoid the surgery, she wanted to do yoga. She wanted to try yoga. Guruji asked me to teach her certain kriyas, which I am going to discuss in this video today. After around 1.5 months of the practices, once in our weekly Sunday class, she frequently asked me the permission to visit the restroom. I thought, my God, now she has developed certain kidney and urinary bladder complications also. That is why she is rushing to the loo. But that was not the problem. I asked her the reason, and she said there is a lot of improvement in her lung condition. The solidified flame is melting, and she has to visit the washroom to spit it frequently. Also, she said that her chest congestion has reduced. She could breathe freely, and she was less fatigued nowadays. So after regular practices of these special yogic practices, she recovered remarkably, and her surgery was cancelled. Similar to above case study, corona attack also causes in many cases consolidation and dysfunctioning of lungs and extreme fatigue. That's why I thought these kriyas which I have demonstrated can help a corona patient a lot. Let's discuss about the post-corona attack. Most important query at this juncture. Many people ask me, because I am a yoga teacher, can yoga help post-corona patients? Whole world is suffering from coronavirus attacks. I always tell them that yes, there are more than 350,000 deaths. But the silver lining is that all are not dying. Most cases recover completely. So, yoga can help. Yes, it can. Post-corona attack, all the kriyas. One thing you have to remember, we have shown all the kriyas, but post-corona attack, person is very weak. and the lungs are also very in weak condition. So all these kriyas should be done very gently. I'm going to show you how. Even sitting on the chair or lying down on the bed, it is possible. These kriyas are possible, effective, and one can do it. Post-corona attack, all the kriyas should be done very gently. Even sitting on a chair or lying down on the bed with the pillow support, it is possible and effective. Kapalbhati on chair, let's see. You should start with the exhale. Exhale. Close your left nostril. Close your left nostril. Start 5 times Kapalbhati. Do normal breathing for some time just to relax. Very good. Now you can do with the closing right nostril, do with left nostril. Kapalbhati start. Slowly, very gently. Close your eyes. Now you can do Kapalbhati with both the nostrils. Exhale, yeah. Normal inhalation. Relax. So let's see Kapalbhati on chair. If you are very weak, you can start 5 Kapalbhati in the beginning. Then gradually, after 1 week, you can go for 10 Kapalbhati. Now we'll show you 5 Kapalbhati. Let's see. Exhale. Inhale. Give 5 strokes of Kapalbhati. Do normal breathing for long time to regain stamina. Now Kapalbhati with another nostril. Exhale. Inhale. Take other hand. Preeti, take other hand, not this one. Slowly do normal breathing. This is for relaxation, and Kapalbhati strokes are helping to clear the lungs. Now we will do Kapalbhati 5 times with both the nostrils. Exhale, inhale, start 5 strokes. Slowly. Slowly exhale and do normal breathing. Relax, just relax on the back of the chair. Do normal breathing. So, post-corona attack, a patient can do this type of Kapalbhati. It will be very helpful. Then Anulom Vilom. Kriya without Kumbhaka means without holding your breath on bed, keeping your on pillows or pillow support can be done. This is very helpful. Most of the people know about this Anulom Vilom, but you should not hold your breath. Then lying down, if you do only breath awareness, like you are watching now. A corona patient can do these three things lying down on the bed while recovering and when the fever is normal. First, breath watching. This is in yoga, it is called pranakarshan, means absorption of pranic energy. While doing breath watching, while inhaling, just think, I am breathing in. While exhaling, say to yourself, I am breathing out. Breath should be normal. During inhalation, think, I am breathing in fresh air with lot of oxygen inside. I am providing this oxygen to my lungs and blood. I am rejuvenating. During exhalation, think, I am throwing away the toxins from the body and also my depressing thoughts and my anxiety out of body. I am feeling more and more calm and my health is under control. Actually, you can see the immediate effect after doing this pranakarshan for some time. You can see the effect on pulse oximeter. This is the kriya one can do anytime and it is recovering, not only for recovery. During ailment also this kriya can be done. Now we'll talk about second kriya, which one can do lying down, is Ujjayi breathing. But this Ujjayi breathing should not be done during fever. We have to just do the Ujjayi breathing, that is breathing with friction. Good. Now let's see the third kriya, which a corona patient can do lying down. That is Omkar, Om chanting. Let me explain. Start A from the base of the navel. This A will reverberate. Then U, it will reverberate at the chest and Ma above the neck. You will actually feel the vibrations. Let's see the Omkar now. Repeat. Very good. These vibrations will drive away the anxiety and start the healing process at all the 5 sheaths of the body. It starts healing your physical body, pranic body, mental body. Omkar lowers down the blood pressure and calms the mind with regular practice. So these are the 3 things a corona patient can do even lying down. So try it. Try this breath awareness lying down, even during the corona attack. You can do this. You can do even Ujjayi breathing lying down or Omkar. Omkar meditation can be also done lying down. Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudeva, the world famous yoga guru and mystic, has recommended Simha Kriya, which can be performed during the attack also. I am providing the link with due respect to Sadhguru. The main intention of creating this video is to provide authentic and tried and tested information about yogic practices. Important thing, if you want to practice these kriyas, make sure you learn it from an expert yoga instructor. I repeat it, important thing, if you want to practice these kriyas, make sure you learn it from an expert yoga instructor. I hope this session has provided you some solution to combat coronavirus attack. And not be scared of it. If you have any queries, you can send an email to me. I am providing my email address at the end of the video. Thank you very much for listening to me.